Obviously, close the game down to the wire. You guys did just enough to pull it out. Obviously, room for improvement, but it's better to learn from a win than a loss, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys see the most room for improvement going into the next game?
I feel like everything. You know, we can take a lot of good from this, and we can take the bad as well. But we're still trying to get better as a team. We don't want to play our best brand of basketball at the beginning of the year, but we won. That's a good thing. But we're gonna clean some things up and try to fix everything.
Shots weren't really falling early in the first half there. Just what was the adjustment there as you kind of got later in the first half to start clawing back?
Me,
Either one.
yeah, shots wasn't falling. We knew shots were falling, but we're not a team that, you know, focus too much on the offense. You know, offense is going to come. Coach always say we're good players. But at the end of the day, we need to focus more on defense. We need to get stops because they was getting offensive rebounds, layups, you know, easy things, and we just had to clean some of that up.
Themus, how do you feel like you grew into the game and were able to settle things down as the night wore on?
I think you can tell, like, some of the guys, you know, a little nervous, you know, a little too excited. I just try to just be calm as I can throughout the game, try to be even keel, and just try to help my teammates as much as I can.
That turnover differential, you guys had 16 turnovers in this game. Do you feel like maybe the non-returning scorers from last season, you guys are a brand new team, is the chemistry still trying to be worked out throughout this game, especially?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been times, in it's the second half. Me and JB was talking, and I was like, hey, bro, like, you're juking me out. Like, you either gonna cut or you gonna stay corner, you know? And that's just little things, you know, just playing together, you know. We've been playing together since the summer, but it's different in the game. So I think that we're gonna get more comfortable with each other, and our turnovers are gonna come down, and we're gonna keep turning other teams over.
Jordan, kind of building on that point, to be able to close out a close game, knowing that you guys are still kind of learning each other, maybe still, certainly very excited for the start of the season. What does it mean to be able to close a game like that down the stretch and get out a win like that?
It's great, honestly. Like Coach Dawkins always say, like getting a win is good. Like it's hard to win. So like just us finishing and closing the game and getting this win under our belt is good for us.
Early in the second half, I felt like you guys were starting to pull away, but then they started to come back a little bit. From your perspective, what do you think Hofstra did well to stay in the game?
They got really good guards, you know. We knew that coming into the game, you know. We had a game plan, and we didn't follow it to how we were supposed to, and they took advantage of it. You know, they got to the paint, they got fouls. You know, we were fouling a lot. You know, we were getting stops, and then we were fouling in the shot clock. You know, but like I said, we're gonna look at film, we're gonna clean all that up, and we should be better this Saturday, Saturday. This Saturday.
Hey, what's up, fellas? In the back, what was the crowd like tonight? Your first experience getting to see that UCF crowd in full effect?
Man, the crowd was, I loved it. You know, the student section, we felt the energy as soon as we walked into the building. You know, just seeing the what's the name of it? The fronds all in the sky. You know, I feel like they're amazing, and I feel like they're like the sixth man on the court sometimes.
Yeah.
You feel the same way too?
Yes, sir.
So obviously we know about the first half struggles on the offense, but even though you weren't able to get into a rhythm, you're able to get into the line, get some shots up at the free throw line. How does that help you get into a rhythm when the shots aren't falling, get into the line?
It's amazing just because, I mean, shots might not always fall, but if you can get to the free throw line, those are easy buckets, you know, see it go through the net, and then your next shot, you know, it's probably going to go in because you kind of get like a rhythm. So, I mean, Coach tells us all the time, try to get to the free throw line, try to put pressure on the rim, and I feel like that's what we did.
Devin really put his body on the line there late to box out, secure that rebound, and force those extra free throws. Have you had a chance to talk to him? Is he feeling okay? I know he's a bit shaken up.
Man, and Devin, he made a steal, man. That was a real big time rebound. We needed that, and yeah, he'll be all right.
There were some first half free throw struggles there. You managed to kind of correct that a bit in the second half too, if you were primarily responsible for that. What was working for you guys at the free throw line, and what do you think the other guys might be able to just work on with that front going forward?
Man, nobody. We not really too worried about those. You know, George shot 90% the free throw line last year. and he missed 2-3 free throws, you know, it's fine. You know, free throws are just mental. You know, just don't overthink it. Just keep putting the work in, and they're gonna fall.
Themus, kind of to that point, with all the turnovers, the missed free throws, how did you guys kind of overcome some of that frustration, maybe from kind of having those mental lapses to be able to stay in the game, give yourself a chance, and then finish it up?
Man, Coach Dawkins, you know, he put me and JB through so much adversity this summer. Like, y'all wouldn't believe it. Like, he'll make the team and we would be so mad. But it built us for this moment, you know. Like, things weren't going our way. We might have some turnovers. And instead of us, you know, going against each other, fighting each other, we done been through it already, you know. So, just Coach Dawkins putting us in them situations over the summer, I feel like we can overcome anything. Because if y'all seen how they were doing us in the summer, man, y'all would be like, wow. But, yeah. Appreciate Coach Dawkins for doing it for us.
Time for a couple more.
You guys had a big first half from Riley. Obviously, the offense in general wasn't producing, but Riley stepped up big time in the first half. How much of a boost was that for you guys? And did he kind of say anything to the team at halftime to kind of get you guys going?
Riley didn't say too much, but Riley more of a, you know, do it on the court, you know, lead by an example. He seen that we were struggling a little bit on offense, and he took it upon himself to really take over. Because we needed those baskets, you know what I mean? He's a really good scorer, and I mean, y'all can expect that every game, you know?
Jordan, you had a bit quiet of a first half, and the second half you came out, made a couple shots, attacked the rim. What kind of clicked for you offensively?
Just letting the game come to me, not like trying to force it like I was first half. So just, you know, slow. Coach Dawkins always saying like slow music and fast, you know. So just like whatever, just letting the game flow, and just. Yeah.
How do you keep yourself from pressing? And when it did finally click for you in the second half, did that feel good to get that off your chest a little bit, get some shots down?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I did for sure.
A couple of technical fouls there between both of you guys, the Knights and Hofstra. You know, what was kind of being said between you guys on the court, and how does that, you know, just speak about your competitive character?
Yeah, I gotta be better. You know, I'm over here getting into it with a 7-footer that, you know, like, what am I doing? That's on me. But we got a double, and JB, he had my back. You know, he was talking to the point guard, you know, and he had my back, so I appreciate that. But that's uncalled for. I can't do things like that because it's not worth it at the end of the day.
Just to end you guys off, what's the kind of confidence you get from a win like this going into the next game?
It's amazing. You know, it's a small task. You know, big task coming on Saturday, and yeah, JB, man of many words. You know,
to not like get too complacent. You know, just keep our foot on the pedal. You know, just yeah.
Last one.
For the both of you, with a team like Vanderbilt coming to town on Saturday to test with the SEC team, what do you learn from tonight that you're able to take with you into Vandy?
I just learned how resilient this team can be. You know, things not going our way, how we can figure things out. You know, I'm kind of familiar with Vanderbilt because the coach was at James Madison, so I'm kind of familiar with them. But, yeah, just being resilient. We know things not going to go our way, and that we're just going to have to figure out a way to win.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.